Good work, Charlie.
Hotter bad bitches in the city. All the girls, they are so pretty.
Okay, hello everyone. So I am back today and I received this question yesterday and I think it's gonna resonate with a lot of people as I've been through this whole experience myself. And it basically was the question of how do you embody feeling chosen and feeling important and a priority when, let's say, you didn't have a good childhood growing up, or you know, your parents never gave you the love and affection you felt like you deserved, or you got, you know, abused when you were younger, like all of these things. And I personally have been through this process myself and changing the narrative in the story. And I'm going to use myself as an example because I would say I had a good childhood. My parents definitely did everything they possibly could for me. But the one thing I never really got when I was younger was the emotional aspect, the emotional support. I was never instilled with like good beliefs. I was never praised. I was never really told I was loved. Really at all. There was not a lot of affection going on. And as I got older and grew up, obviously I picked up on that, and I really took this narrative on as, wow, my parents kind of messed me up. If I had different parents, I probably would, you know, have turned out differently. I would have been more confident, probably more successful. It was a story that I just repeatedly kept telling myself. It got to a point where I had to just come to terms and was like, this is really all on me. I have to stop being a victim to the circumstances that I personally created for myself in my own head. And this really comes down to letting things go, letting your old story go so you can cultivate and create a brand new one. And what I did was I neutralized every single thing when it came to my parents. And there are a multitude of things that you can do. You can revise your relationship with your parents as if, you know, you had a really good one. Or you can revise your childhood upon the things that you wish you would have experienced or whatever. Personally, that didn't work for me. I neutralized everything when it came to my parents. For instance, they were basically just doing the best that they could with what they had, and you know, their parents raised them to be the same exact way. Truly, the cycle just repeated itself, and that's okay. I just accepted that for what it was. And I would go into my mind and I would imagine meeting my younger self and instilling these confident belief systems from within her, making her feel very chosen and loved. And I would do this repeatedly, guys. Every single time I would get triggered by something, or I felt sad or defeated, or a belief would come up for me where I didn't really feel chosen, I would literally go into this visualization and receive that nurturing aspect from my higher, older self. And it really helped with healing the childhood aspect that I was constantly getting triggered by. And I would really recommend you try this, especially if you feel like you don't have the best relationship with your family or certain things happen to you, because all we're really doing is just changing the story that we're telling ourselves. It didn't necessarily have to come from my parents of me receiving the confidence and love. I can give myself that. I can go back and revise, you know, I was always a confident younger child. I was always a confident younger girl. I was always a priority. I was always told I was loved. And you can do this in your own way. If you had a family member, for instance, that you were kind of close to, and you can kind of see and believe that they would tell you these things, then use them. I would even go back within my mind and kind of imagine my grandfather, which he passed away when I was younger, but we had a good relationship. I would imagine him, you know, talking to me and how we had such an amazing relationship, and how I would visualize him telling me all of these amazing things, and everything is okay, and you know, you're confident, you're beautiful, you're loved, you're everything, you can achieve whatever you want in this lifetime. And by doing that, you are then healing the version of your childhood self. And even when it comes to your adult life now, like, that aspect of you is getting healed as well by going in and doing this process. So that is my little tip and trick. I would love for you guys to really try this and let me know how it goes for you, if this really helped, and I will be back tomorrow.